Find your space, wiggle your toes a little bit. A little rocking forward and back with the feet. Just feel them grace across the earth. That's my foot movement right here. And just rock until you become centered. Focus to the center of your foot. And even as you are still, maybe you still feel that rocking sensation. A little hinge to the hips and knees. Let's again focus on our three. So we're going to hinge the knees, tuck the tailbone, draw the crown of the head up as we bring the hands to our heart with a breath in. Let the palms of your hands face you. You're physically, you're energetically guiding the energy down in and through you. Again, 2 more. Exhale through the mouth. As our arms sink down, we open up. We're going to do our 3 hugs. There we go. New Mexico to New York. All those friends and family, and even those that are visiting us right now, we give them a hug. And there's that ever important one that's from you, for you, to you, saying good things about you, because gosh darn it, you deserve it. And let's lift the arms up as we feel, say, think on those uplifting words of ourself to ourself. And just guide the energy, the universal chi down in and through you. Check the 3. Spine is up, knees are hinged, a little tuck to the tailbone. Exhale, sinking down. One more time, let's lengthen our mind, our spine, our breath. Let our hands sink down, let them rest just below the belly button to the geographical center of you. Focus the energy inward. Feel it expressed going outward. Soften. And floating in, sinking down. So in our movements for Tai Chi, we're going to focus on movements that go with the L stance. So you know exactly what stance it's going to be. You can even play around, maybe take a longer step, and then the next time you step out, you take a shorter step. And maybe the next time you step out, you just don't step out. You just turn the toe, evert the toe out, and put a little hinge over the knee. So no monkeying around or snake. We won't do the snake. We have single whip, open the big fan. So let's draw the crown of the head up to the sky. In your mind, focus just maybe on that piece of fruit. Relax your jaw with a smile. The tongue connects to the roof of the mouth. Gentle though. Let the shoulders become heavy as from the pelvis to the crown of the head draws up to the sky. A little tuck of the pelvis so the knees can then bend. Feel the ankles to be relaxed with the focus to the center of your feet. The arms feel heavier than they did before. Relax. Let's take a breath out. Feet in place. Arms just drift up. Open the door. Let's have 3 more times. Let's see if we're at their arms. Follow them along. There we are. Relax the fingers. Let the body sink down. Feel the whole body rise and sink, yeah? One breath in. Remember, there's 3. We explored 3 ways anyway of opening the door. So you can follow me or try one of those others that maybe your body goes, I want that tonight. Day, this moment. Now, let the arms go heavy. Turn the toe to the dark side. That means you got to root into the other side. Pelvis is tucked, right? Knee is bent. The toe goes out. And a little step out. Let the heart stay to the camera and just feel the knee. Now, when we're in this position, do you feel the pelvis open? Is there any tension in this area? Let's sink back in. Now this time come into a T stance and then take the step out again, wherever step you want to do. Exhale. Now let's look the direction the toes going. Let the arms stay heavy. We step back in, T step again. Looking back to camera, breath in. Are you staying sunken down or did you rise up? So sink so that you can step. And look. Now this one comes back in, heels under hips. Root to the other side. Turn the toe out. Let's pull in for our T step. Take your first step where you'd like it to be. Let's look to the camera. Feel the chest towards the camera, but feel the pelvis open. And when you sink back, we're not going up to go down. We stay down through the whole movement so the knee is bent, pelvis is tucked. And out we go. Like I said, you can pick 2 or 3 different steps or stay with the same one every time. One more. Let's look that direction that the toe is going. But feel the chest stay to the camera. That's to the camera. There we go. Heels under hips. Open the door. Now the hands are going to sink down to the lower dantian and rise up like a prayerful position. And let's push open the big fan. Just the arms. So pause. Feel the shoulders sink by the heaviness of the elbows. Do you feel any opening up in here into the upper trapezius, neck area? It's all the same muscle. Now we sink down. Let's try that again. Breath up and in. Looking to the camera. Exhale, sinking down. Think about what foot you would step out with first. Pause. Now here we want to feel that the elbow is not out here, right? It wants to be down. You may feel something in the front of the shoulder this way, or the back, the posterior part there. Feel the shoulder blades hug the spine and let go. Now let's step to the dark side with that same movement. So we root in. We turn the toe, come into our T stance, and we fully take your step of what you want it to be and look to the hand of the leg you're stepping with. And we do that same movement 3 times. What we're trying to replicate on the arm that's extending to the way we're not looking is the same extension that the arm is going to what we are looking at. You may feel the tension into the neck, shoulder area a little bit more. Maybe. Breath in. I'll bring the heels back underneath our hips. Notice on that third one, I didn't take a really step. I put the foot back where it was. So if you elongate the stance, so we go here and take a big step out. The hands, the breath, the whole body finishes at one time. But if you change your stance, make it shorter, that means your foot has to move slower because the arms are still going the same distance, or not. But remember, everything has to join and finish at one time. Let's try that one more time. Shoulders heavy. Grocery bags on the elbows. We come back in. Like we're closing the door with the feet open. Come down to pause with arms draped completely beside you. Find the center of your feet. Find the balance of both legs. Check your 3. So in order to do our single whip, we have to flow side to side. So here we go. A little side to side move. So we can eventually swing out here to black. So we're going to go to the dark side first. Now both palms face downward. We float up. Now we roll back. As we roll back, the hand that's furthest away turns the ankle in. We hook, right? There's no tension in the fingertip. This bottom hand goes to sword finger, 2-finger point. Floats up to the wrist. Then everything kind of opens up. And you can extend the hooked arm straight to the camera or to the side. You can have the arm more straight, still a little bent, or more bent. Everything's correct. Both hands open, sink back in. Same side. Sometimes you have to float out, to roll back. Let the waist turn you a little bit to the light side. Watch the hand rise. Sword finger goes to the radial pulse. That's the breath in. Everything steps out. You follow the hand that you step out with of that leg. Exhale. Watch it open up like a beautiful flower. Both hands sink down. Feel both hands sink down. We step back in. We sweep the hand in with the foot. There we are. How light can you get the fingers to touch each other? Sink, tuck, lengthen. There's the 3, and out we go. Let's try that one more time. We'll be silent. The arms reach to the camera. Pull across the sky. Find your balance, heels under hips. We roll back. Yes, same move, other side. Here we go. There's the hook. Make it feel exactly the same way as the other one did. There's our sword finger, and there's the turning in of the heel. Find your step, but everything finishes together. Hands open like opening the big fan. Sweep up the energy through you with a breath in. Guide it to where it needs to go. And then send it out and around you. Two more times. Just be the moment. Both hands sink down. They drape beside you, heels under hips. Closing the door just for a moment. Now, Master Gu was explaining his thoughts on single whip. And it is like that of a shepherd tending to its flock. stick, right, to guide his herd of sheep where it needs to be. So this movement here was intentionally, his version is to be using the whip. Whatever it is, in the martial aspect, we're holding on and we're giving a chop. Now, let's try this a little bit differently, shall we? Let the hands float up. Let's sink down. Float to the light side. Pull the hands across the sky. There's a rolling back, coming down. Now we're going to go to single whip. Here we go, single whip. The hands open, we step back into place. Same foot's going to step back out. Open the big fan. Now the hand of the leg that's straight, let that hand sink down, pull up, we roll back. So we can repeat the sequence. Here we did that. Just put it together. So here we go. Single whip. And sink down. We step back into place. Same leg goes out. Check your 3. Open the big fan. One more time. Swing the hand up. Roll it back down. Here, we have one more for opening the big fan. Now the hands reach to the camera so we can pull the clouds across the sky. We step back into place, we roll back. Let's start with single whip. The hands open. We step back into place, check your 3, and then we step to the light side, open the big fan. The back hand swings up, the other one extends, and they both sink down together. Everything pulls across the body. Remember, the pelvis stays forward as we step sideways. Fan. Are you changing the footwork? You don't have to. That's just the beauty of it all, right? Last 2 here. And sink down, heels and hips. Pause. Look to stand like a tree. The elbows are slightly out and away from the body. The shoulders feel heavy. We create pillars out of our bones. They stand one upon the other. The ground up. Song the body. Can you lengthen through the spine, and the pelvis, and the knees, the ankles? Let the shoulders stay heavy, let the neck extend up slightly. Let's bring our feet together, 1 step or 2. Open the door. The light side is my left side. Maybe it's yours as well. So we sink. We check the 3. The elbows rise just a little bit, like we just did. There's our step out. We open the door. Now what's next? Nothing you haven't done before. Just a little review. We float up. Let's turn to the dark side and ward off. You'll be fine. Here we go. Step in to step out, part the horse's mane. Arms reach out. We step back, let's pull across. Same movement, part the horse's mane. Now we're going to stay here to wade the hands like clouds. Leave the foot extended. Draw the foot in, empty step. The white crane spreads its wings. Leave the foot in place. All the weights to the other leg. Now let's step out, brush knee. And ward off to the other side. Take your 3. Brush knee again. Don't forget your T-step. Watch the top hand. Now those hands draw into the lower dantian. What are you thinking is next, right? We open up. Let's play your peepaw. Heels under hips. Hands stay in place as we repulse the monkey. 3 times, okay? So lift the heel. Find out where your balance is and sink down. There's 1. There's 2. Here's 3. When we get to the other side, it's going to be time to grasp the sparrow's tail. So we open, lift the foot. Now sink the foot, pull across. Time to roll back. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Sink, release. Ready? Single whip. You got it. Here we go. Wave your hands like clouds. Hand sinks down. The other pulls across. Let's take our steps tonight, shall we? So the hand that rises is the foot that comes in. Let's bring our feet as close to each other as they like. Check your 3. A little slower. Breath in. I do, slower, slower, slower. Let's go back 3 times. So in your mind, after that third one, recall what it is we will do. Did it already. The arm that descends will be the hook. The hand that rises will be the sword finger. So here we are. Sink, root, look, follow the hand that opens. Now we're going to pat the high horse, or pat the horse on that's high up here. Heels under hips, right there. Let the arms just drift, drift, drift down. From the pinky finger first, let the hands close. They draw into the lower dantian. We turn the direction on the dark side here. And we lift the arms up. Now we're not going to lift the foot until the hands start to descend, wherever your hands start to descend from. And they meet somewhere in your middle. We take our bow stance out. The circular punch, remember the thumbs go down, of what that is. The temple, height, the width of the head. And the hands gently open, they cross over the heart facing camera. We'll step back into place. Sink, shift, other side, find your lotus flower, kick. Let's give it a go. T stance, hook the hand, here goes the snake. We sink, like we're picking something off the floor. We go to the L stance. We look the direction of the L stance, like a single whip, like opening the big fan. But the other hand seesaws down, fingers away. The bottom hand floats up. We step back into place to hold the moon. Then we step out with the leg we just brought back in to fair maiden. So there's the fourth hand position there. And then there's the second. We push. Let's try that on the other side. Check your 3. Which one did you have to tend to the most on that movement? We always go away. I wouldn't say always, but we go away from the direction we're going to go to. So we wind up and we can release. Elbows heavy, shoulders heavy. So here we look away. The whole body turns away from the direction we're going. We're spiraling, compressing. Then we release. Hands reach out. We float across. Last one here. Let's step back into place, palms together. There's our pistola, needle at the bottom of the ocean. We don't have one more move. We're only going to do the 24 to the point of everything that we covered before comes to fruition. So we rise up, and to the light side, we're going to what? Open the big fan. Let the arms sink down beside you. Heels and your hips. Close your door. Come to stillness. Pause. Feel. Breathe. And 3 times, my friends. Let's open. Gather that energy. Well, you've gathered a lot already, but why not a little bit more? A sprinkling on the outside, if you will, a dusting. If you need to, just pour it in. Let it fill you up, one side or the other. Feel it to be balanced. Not more yin than yang. Gray area we talk about sometimes. But our last movement is always family. Let's think about those people, places, things, thoughts, and ideas that bring us health, healing, hope, and happiness. Into our minds, our mental energy, to our hearts, our emotional energy, into our bodies, physical energy. Draw it in, sink it down. Let it infuse all of who and